Next tonight, a comedian, writer and campaigner, Sandi Toksvig, has been a fixture on our screens for decades, from Whose Line Is It Anyway to Bake Off and, of course, the panel quiz show QI.
The Irish cure for a cold. My dad always used to say, what you do is you get into bed with a hat and a bottle of whiskey, and you put the hat on the end left bedpost, and then you drink until you can see it on the right.
Now Sandi is taking QI to the West End, and she is with me now. Welcome to you, Sandi. Hello.
Oh, it's lovely to be here.
Lovely to have you. So how do you take QI to the West End? And it's about theatre as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's not the panel show. It's a whole new way of doing QI, which is to drill down deep into something in finding really interesting ways of doing it. And we thought we'd do a site-specific thing. So we were going to do it in space, but, you know, there's no atmosphere. So we thought we'd just do it in the oldest theatre in London. It's the oldest theatre on a continuous site in London. It's the largest stage. I am one of the smallest people on the largest stage. And we're going to look at all the things that happen when you come and see a theatre show. So the second the audience sits down, for example, their heart rate begins to synchronise and you start to feel better, you start to feel more relaxed. You are 30 times more likely to laugh in the company of others. And I think it's still important. The world is, you know, in a parlous state. It's really important that we get together and that we laugh. So we're not doing a panel show. We are drilling down into all the reasons why theatre is fantastic, the history of theatre, and why we ought to go. And the show is full of surprises, I have to tell you.
Where did you get all these curiosities from?
Well, I mean, I'm afraid most of the stuff is stuff that I already know, but I also have the fantastic elves, our researchers who've done it. But we've discovered things like why theatre curtains are normally red, why are the seats red, what is the reason for that colour?
Why is that?
Well, the reason is it's to do with science. It's the colour that disappears first when it becomes dark. So it's a way of making the theatre literally disappear and to get you to concentrate on what is going on.
So it's more immersive.
Exactly, more immersive. And this stage is so vast. I mean, I've stood on it. It is an incredible thing. The theatre across the way, the Fortune Theatre, the entire theatre would fit on the stage at Drury Lane. Now, it's called for one night only. We're doing it for 2 nights.
By demand, I imagine.
Well, I'd imagine there is some element of capitalism at play here. But also, it seems to tell the story for me because every night that you do theatre is unique. Every night is different. We have people who come up onto the stage. I don't know who those are going to be. We're going to select people from the audience. We do a quiz where we select the cleverest person in the room amongst, you know, a couple of thousand people. I never know how that's going to go or who it's going to be. So it is true whenever you go to the theatre that no 2 nights are exactly the same. It is always for 1 night only. And it is my great passion. I started in theatre and what a thrill to be allowed to play Drury Lane.
What was the last thing you got to see?
The last thing I got to see was I saw Frozen, funnily enough, because I went to see what the theatre was like, and I wasn't expecting to really
Is it
like.
Still stuck in your head?
Well, I wasn't expecting to really like it. There was a quick change in Frozen that is one of the most breathtaking pieces of theatrics that I think I've ever seen. So even though I took it to take my 4-year-old granddaughter, I was completely gripped by it. And that is what happens in theatre. Even if you think it might not be for you, something grabs you.
And late in December, we're running out of time, but you're at the Royal Albert Hall, which is spectacular, even bigger stage than the Theatre Royal.
I'm doing my own Christmas show. Santa Claus is coming to town.
See what you did there.
I know, right? It's a celebration of the LGBT plus community and all our wonderful straight allies, the BBC Concert Orchestra, the Gay Men's Chorus. It's going to be, I have to tell you, I'm so looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. And I've got a surprise appearance of my son is going to be in the show, my actual son.
How wonderful. Sandi, good luck with the show. Wednesday and Thursday, Theatre Royal, Drury Lane. Thank you so much.
It was so nice to see you.
And you.